be prepared for this next move. We got to be talking about this, guys. I want to be talking about really where I think this market's going and how this altcoin season has really shaped up, in my opinion, the future of altcoin investing and how I think it's going to be changing and how we need to be sifting through the absolute trash. Sorry to be frank, but 99.9% of altcoins and crypto is trash. How to sift through that to find that needle in the haystack. And I'm going to be talking about XRP and Crowcoin and my thoughts on them and how I think that they could fit into those needles in the haystack scenario, but there's some stipulations to that, so we got to be talking about it. So without further ado, welcome back to Crypto Report. I'm Blacksea. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel right now. Anything I say in this video is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Let's hop into it. Now, I'm talking about XRP here, right? Over on Twitter, follow me at 333Blacksea. XRP is, they're trying to get this spot ETF to go through. Crowcoin, they're trying to get this spot ETF go through. The only spot ETFs we have are Bitcoin and Ethereum. And in my opinion, I think that ETFs, like when a coin or a company goes to the ETF route, it's adding like a notch on their belt or a stripe on their arm. They're gaining their stripes as a project or company that it actually is a worthy investment, hypothetically, right? Now, there's something I really want to talk about that. Like also, like when you're seeing like big moves with some of these coins, when it comes to like not price action, but like fundamentally, right? Like Crowcoin. I post how Donald Trump's Truth Social is teaming up with Crypto.com Crow to launch the Truth Predict. They're creating a prediction market, and how they also created a Crowcoin treasury. Like that's very bullish. That's a big thing. Like there's not many coins that have partnered up with politicians, but XRP and Crowcoin have partnered up with politicians. And now here's the important thing to be talking about here. And this is a very, very massive stipulation. All right. I got to go full cam for this. You have Crypto.com. You have Ripple. You have Crowcoin. You have XRP. Just because Crypto.com and Ripple are becoming more and more of titans, if you will, in the crypto space, and they get more and more successful, they're getting banks, they're getting their own stable coins, that does not mean the underlying coin will perform. All their coins are at that point are products. They're products. And I need to throw that out there because a lot of people are moving to the stock market because, guys, it's become extremely difficult to make money in the crypto space outside of really just buying and holding Bitcoin. Imagine that. I'm always going to be a Bitcoin investor, buying Bitcoin every single day, holding it forever. And I'm always going to be a altcoin trader to accumulate more Bitcoin. That's my strategy when it comes to crypto. But I digress. It's important to realize that you're seeing all these people move over to the stock market because they're making more gains and they don't have to deal with these rug pulls and all these scams. And I wouldn't be surprised at all to see Crypto.com and Ripple IPO and see them outperform their coins. Now, I don't want to be a mega bear on that. It's just something that I want to be talking about. I've been trading crypto for over a decade. I've been investing longer than that. And it's just interesting to see how this market has matured and developed and how these institutions have came here. Now, what am I doing specifically with price action? How am I viewing Crowcoin and XRP right now? Crowcoin right now, it looks a little bearish. I'm short. I think that trading below 15 cents is bearish. And I think that the altcoin space really the crypto space has taken a beating when it comes to trust because of this massive liquidation event we saw on October 10th. I think it will take time to see that come back. Now you look at XRP, and I would not be shorting this. I would not be shorting this because we are maintaining the price level above $2.35. Now, can we break down from here? Sure, but as of right now, I'm not shorting. But guys, it's just, I believe that there will be an altcoin season. I do believe that will happen. But when you see these types of moves, like this massive liquidation event, the market makers lose trust. Retail loses trust in these market makers, and it will take time to bring that froth back here. And I would argue that if we are in a bear market now, if the 4-year cycle is correct and we don't get an altcoin season, looking back on this, hindsight will be 2020, that this was the event that was like, all right, we're in a bear market now, even though the price action is still stable. But just something to think about. Now, I am short Dogecoin and Crowcoin over on Blowfin right now. Nothing too significant. Just trading here and trying to accumulate a little bit of profit to buy more Bitcoin. And I am prepared for both these trades to get stopped down. I'm about $250 in the profit on Crow. I'm about $60 on Dogecoin. Nothing significant at all. But if you guys do want to trade, feel free to check out the pinned comment section or description box below. Sign up to Blowfin, get a 10% trade rebate and a $5,000 sign bonus, or check out all the other awesome affiliate links, guys. They're lucrative sign bonuses for you guys, and they're affiliate links, so they help support us. So it's a win-win, guys. So check them out. Now, I want to finish this off by talking about like where we're at here. So like, because XRP and Crowcoin have a lot of similarities because of their parent companies, and I am concerned if they do IPO, that it really will be a defining moment for these coins as being like, yeah, these are just products. Like you should just invest in the company, right? It's going to be very interesting if that plays out. But I know that there will come a time, like you can buy private equity in XRP. I haven't seen anyone, nobody's offered me shares or private equity in crypto.com. But if you want to offer me some, message me, DM me. My DMs are open. I'd be interested to humor some conversations if you are working for crypto.com or you used to work for crypto.com and you have some equity that you want to offload and on some secondary markets. I would love to hear you out. So feel free to message me, 333 Blacksea. But regardless, it's going to be an interesting time when we see more of these companies move to IPO. We've already been seeing it. Like this year, like the majority of these larger moves, like coins, I'm calling them coins, but the majority of the larger gains have been crypto companies IPOing over buying altcoins. It's very tricky. That's why I keep saying like, it's going to be very hard to pinpoint what coins will actually perform moving into the next cycles. And this cycle by far has been a Bitcoin cycle. Like there's been outliers, right? Like Solana performed really well. Some meme coins performed really well, but that was like back in 2024. 2025 has been kind of bleak for altcoins. I may add, like it's not been anything quite significant. And it's just a very interesting time in this market. We're looking at Bitcoin as well right now, and we just got our first monthly candle closure that's red after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months of green price action, indicating potentially that this was the top at October 6th. Now, if you believe in the 4-year cycle, that is. I believe in the 4-year cycle, but I also believe that the 4-year cycle could go on for another 30, 60, 90 days after, and I believe that Q4 could be bullish. I could imagine we see new all-time highs in Q4 for Bitcoin, and that could bring us higher for altcoins. But I don't know, guys. I just wanted to come on here and give you guys my thoughts on how, like, a lot of these coins, like finding altcoins that are actually profitable is much more difficult now than what it was back in 2021 and 2017. And looking at companies that are large companies that have coins, like exchange coins that are looking to IPO or looking to go public, and identifying that and thinking about how that will impact the price of the coin and the investors. And yeah, I want to hope that those companies would do right by the early investors, the early supporters, but man, my gut feeling tells me that they would not do those early Crowcoin, early XRP investors right. And I think that they would just IPO, and that would be kind of like their quote-unquote exit, if you will. Not saying that like XRP and Crypto.com would just like go bankrupt after, no, but it would be a massive, capital raise event. We'll call it that. But that's all I got, guys. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel right now. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this type of video. Just to kind of give you my thoughts on some similarities between XRP and Crowcoin and their parent companies, Ripple and Crypto.com, and how I think this market's going to be moving forward into the future. But that's all I got. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel right now. Check out all the awesome affiliate links down below. I'll see you next one. Bye-bye.